knockouts. If that was the case, his face would look like mush. He's moving his head, he's jabbing.
He's slick. A lot of people too,
since he knocked people out so much, people forget that he's a good boxer.
Yeah.
Terence Crawford is my favorite fighter of this era. He's my favorite fighter of this era. So, as friends, as business, in boxing, Terence Crawford wins.
But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right.
Mike Tyson issued a powerful warning to Canelo after seeing Terence Crawford's intense training sessions. He pointed out that while every fighter has a unique style, some unlock a savage, animal-like instinct when it counts the most. Tyson emphasized that combining aggression with discipline can make a fighter nearly unbeatable. In his view, Crawford's fierce mindset and war-ready intensity prove he's prepared for battle, and that's exactly why Canelo might not be strong enough to stand against that kind of hunger.
That long ago. That's what's so crazy.
Listen, most of these guys, Alexander Green, Hannibal, Genghis Khan, we have their DNA. That's why some people are savages to some, because we have these guys' DNA. These guys conquered the world, and look who we are, what level we are. We have their seeds. We have them. Some people, they have those psychopaths. Some people love killing people. Some people love eating people. Some people don't, just like animals, some animals get domesticated quicker than others. And the same in human beings. Some of them get domesticated quicker than others. And some of them just never get domesticated. They're just what they are.
So it's genetically passed down, their makeup.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I think the way we're so attached to our phones is going to lead to us being attached to some electronic thing that we wind up accepting in our body.
No, listen,
and it's going to change what people are.
Like some iRobot shit, honestly?
Yeah, legitimately. Like some kind of cyborg shit.
If all of us right now, if our phones stop now, we would start fighting for some reason. Before we figured this shit out, if our phones start now, we would for some reason find reasons to fight.
We're so distracted by phones. But I think the thing about phones is you accept the fact that everybody has one. You accept the fact you always have it on you. So it might as well be a part of your body. It's just not connected. And one day it will be. One day they're going to figure out how to put a thing on your head that makes your brain work way better. And a few people are going to do it, and they're going to have a big advantage. And then we're all going to do it.
But until then,
your
phone will be like your will. When you die, take my phone, son.
As he prepares for the biggest test of his career, Terence Crawford has chosen to spar with Carlos Adams, a powerful middleweight known for his raw strength and relentless offense. This decision highlights Crawford's focused mindset as he heads toward a showdown with Canelo Alvarez. Knowing he'll face a naturally bigger opponent, Crawford recognizes that getting used to heavy punches is a necessity, not a luxury. By taking and responding to Adams' punishing shots in sparring, he's hardening both his body and mind for the storm he expects on fight night. This kind of preparation reveals not just Crawford's toughness, but also his sharp tactical intelligence.
So here's a video that many people have sent me to determine in their mind that Terence Bud Crawford would lose to Canelo Alvarez, or is going to lose September 13th to Canelo Alvarez, as he is sparring here middleweight WBC world champion Carlos Adames, who is 24 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 18 wins by way of knockout. And people are saying that Carlos Adames, who's 5'11" with a 73-inch arm reach, is having his way with Terence Bud Crawford. And this is an indication that the 168-pound Canelo Alvarez, who's 5'7" with a 70-inch arm reach, is going to have the same type of success and knock Terence Crawford out. But what people are not paying attention to is Terence Crawford is standing right in front of Carlos Adames and taking the big punches from Carlos Adames as he's standing in the pocket and counterpunching him and taking his blows at a smaller weight class while competing at 147. Now he bulked up. What y'all think?
Oscar de la Hoya, once Canelo's rival and now a promoter, believes that Canelo's aggressive style could ultimately be his downfall. He explains that while Canelo will likely bring his trademark pressure, Terence Crawford's technical brilliance and adaptability give him the tools to counter it. De La Hoya points to how Mayweather frustrated Canelo with elite defense and ring IQ, and how Dmitry Bivol outclassed him by controlling distance and pace. The message is clear. Crawford, like those champions, has the skills to break down Canelo's style. With his switch-hitting southpaw stance, razor-sharp counters, and high fight IQ, Crawford offers multiple ways to win. While Canelo may rely on strength and volume, Crawford's technique and intelligence might be enough to dismantle that pressure.
Do you feel that Terence has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez?
That's the million-dollar question. When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yorkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, that to me is going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo. So he fights at 175. He's fighting these big monsters. Right. Yeah. He's not getting rattled at all. Right. No. Berlanga's a big kid. Right. Yeah. So it makes me think, I mean, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's going to come at him hard. Right. But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right with no problem. And Canelo was way stronger than Mayweather. So there's
Don't you think Canelo's a better fighter than he was then? Today?
A better fight? Yeah, a little better. Yeah, his footwork is still the same. He's flat-footed. He's very heavy on his feet.
Obviously, Canelo has the power to hurt anyone.
In this game, power means a lot. If you can't keep your guy off you, or you don't know how because it's too much pressure. Right. And the one thing about Crawford is that he knows how to handle the pressure. He's a savvy boxer, you know, and he doesn't run. And he has that heart. He's a dog. He has that heart. You want to fight me? I'm going to fight you.
Comparisons between Terence Crawford and Alexander Usyk are well-deserved. Usyk, a naturally smaller man at heavyweight, conquered giants like Anthony Joshua and even took on Tyson Fury by staying true to his own style, relying on speed, footwork, and unshakable confidence. Analysts suggest Crawford should take a similar approach against Canelo, not by trying to match him in size or power, but by leaning into what makes him exceptional. Crawford's timing, accuracy, and ring generalship are among the best in boxing today. Like Usyk, if he maintains his own rhythm, he can neutralize Canelo's physical advantages. The message is clear. Greatness isn't about copying an opponent's strengths, but about maximizing your own. For Crawford, that means trusting his instincts, staying disciplined, and using his complete skill set to outsmart, outmaneuver, and outclass. It's not just about training hard, it's about training smart. Because in this battle, identity might be his most powerful weapon.
To reevaluate him bulking up and say, you know what? Nah, Terence Crawford, if you want a chance, not just to survive, but a chance to beat Canelo Alvarez, you have to be you. Just like Alexander Usyk was himself to face muscle machines like Anthony Joshua, big, tall enigma in the heavyweight division like Tyson Fury. Now let me quickly give you an example of what I'm talking about. See, when Alexander Usyk fought Anthony Joshua, right? He weighed in at 221. Joshua was 244, giving up 20 pounds, over 20 pounds, almost 25 pounds, right? Alexander Usyk didn't chase Anthony Joshua in terms of trying to bulk up. Oh man, I'm gonna fight this heavyweight. His power is gonna be more than me. His weight, he could overwhelm me with his weight, his height, you know, his power. No, I gotta be the most comfortable fighter I could be. I gotta be comfortable under my own skin. I'm not gonna beat him off power. I gotta beat him off speed. I gotta beat him off movement. I gotta beat him off adjustments. I gotta beat him off IQ, right? So Alexander Usyk didn't have to bulk up to be successful. Now look at this one. Look at when he fought Tyson Fury. He kept the same energy, he kept the same mindset, and it still got him to become an undisputed heavyweight champion.